Welcome. This is running Google ads for e-commerce brands specifically. So if you guys are e-com brand owners and you're looking to run your Google ads, then hopefully I can be of service in this video. This is essentially just a framework for which I use whenever I run Google ads for e-com brands. So let's get into it. First of all, running Google ads for e-commerce brands needs a strategic approach focused on direct response. What is direct response? Direct response is a copywriting term, so it essentially means you want to elicit a direct response. It does what it says on the tin. So usually that is buy my product, click on my ad, join my newsletter. It's essentially like a long form CTA in order to elicit a emotional response from you in order to click on a certain thing. And usually in e-commerce, it's a product that you are selling. We do this due to the highly targeted nature of Google ads. We are catching up at the end of the sales funnel. So basically what Google ads are is finding people that want to buy your product at the time they want to buy it. It makes the most efficient use of your time and money. So you just sell to them when they want to buy rather than brand building and always being in the back of their head. When they do actually want to buy, then you're the first one that pops up. This is just popping up out of nowhere when they want to buy something, and then you just sell it to them because they're looking for it. This strategy is designed to maximize sales, profit, and return on your ad spend, which is your ROAS. That we do also touch into brand building, but not at the sacrifice of ad budget. And this is a guide on how to achieve these objectives. Number one, you want to understand your Google ads for e-commerce. So number one would be search ads, and you want high intent targeting. You want to capitalize on the intent behind searches by targeting keywords closely related to your products. This goes back into keyword research, where you have to do a lot of in-depth research into your keywords. You want to look at things like traffic. You want to look at things like how much it is per click and how much competition there is for keywords, because there is a bidding system within Google. So essentially you are always bidding at the time of when someone clicks and someone searches something into the headline for a certain keyword. You are bidding with other people to see who gets the click. So next, you want to tailor your ad copy to match the search intent, whether it's informational or transactional. Here, I just found an example of a very good search ad. You see how tailored it is to the search bar: cybersecurity services, and then you see cybersecurity consulting, global security services. There is also multiple site links, so depending on what they want, whether it's a security webinar, their services, or a review of their security products, they can click on each of them and go to their website. So this is what I would class as a very, very good search ad. Next would be shopping ads. So this literally shows your product on Google when they look something up. This is a product showcase. So you want to use high quality images and include compelling product information in your feed. Shopping ads are visually orientated and directly display your product, price, and brand, making them very crucial for e-commerce. You can also do something like YouTube ads, and you get great engagement through video. You want to create engaging videos that highlight the benefits of your product. So you want to use something like a USP, like a unique selling point, to actually sell your product. You want to use storytelling to connect with the viewers and include strong CTAs to drive traffic to your site. So what is a CTA? It's essentially just a call to action, which is do this, buy that, something like that. YouTube ads are also very good for like retargeting ads. So basically retargeting ads is someone that maybe clicked on your website and didn't buy. You can actually retarget them and try and get their service again. So maybe you could create a new customer from customers that didn't buy before, because you already know they're interested in the product because they did buy before, because they did look beforehand, but they may have not been wanting to buy at that specific moment. So you could retarget them and try and get their business once again. That does work. It also works if you like build up like a newsletter or something like that, but that isn't specifically for e-commerce. That's more for like B2B agencies, stuff like that. So you can look into running like a newsletter, but I don't know, like especially for like e-commerce brands and stuff like that, you're like mostly focused on your profit and your bottom line. So you can look into that, but I think that Google ads and like paid ads specifically for e-commerce probably would be your best bet. So number two would be goal setting and strategy planning. You want to do SMART goals, which is set specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time bound goals. If you remember that in school, they used to do that all the time. You want to set smart goals. This could be specific ROAS, sales targets, or customer acquisition costs. Next is budgeting. So this depends on just how much budget you have, and depending on how big your e-commerce brand is and how much money you have to work with. So the bigger the budget, the more you have to spend, which is always what you want. But then that can lead to a lot of wasted budget based on like fluff and like what I like to call vanity metrics, stuff like that. So like not conversions, just like clicks and stuff like that, and not even like click through rate. So essentially just things to like build brand, but not really gets you sales. So you want to allocate your budget based on historical performance and strategic importance of each ad type. You want to consider the customer journey and allocate more budget to higher converting strategies. Number three, you want to target audience and keyword research. So you want advanced targeting beyond basic demographics. Use in-market segments, life events, and custom intent audience to target users who are likely to be interested in your products. So this is just creating a buyer persona. Essentially, it's like hyper fixating on who is most likely to buy your products and kind of extrapolating from there to a wider audience. And next, you want keyword optimization. You want to use tools like Keyword Planner to find keyword variations and identify new opportunities, and continuously refine your keyword list based on performance data. So you want data, data, data. Data is king. I say this in all of my videos. You want data for which to optimize with later. Next, you want to create compelling ad content. So in Google Ads, you want to do something like ad extensions and utilize ad extensions to provide additional information and ways for customers to interact with your ad, such as site links, call outs, and structured snippets. Next thing you want to do is A/B test everything. You want to regularly test different headlines, descriptions, and display paths to find the best performing variations. Next thing would be landing page optimization. And I do have a video on how to optimize your landing page, but here is a really, really good example right here. The landing page should offer a seamless user experience with a clear value proposition and an easy path to a conversion. So you can see here, I picked this wine dispensary. It goes, we handpick a world of wine, and then it shows their USP, which is a unique selling point. Enjoy 4 bottles for just $29.95. Then it has a clear CTA right there in the middle of the screen, which says get started. And that is paired with lovely visuals, as you can see, which is wine. And I don't drink wine, but apparently it's nice. Don't know. Either way, but it is a really good landing page, and I'm sure they get a lot of sales from it. Next thing you want to do is mobile optimization, because most of your sales are going to come from mobile. This is a mobile world. So with the majority of users coming from mobile, you want to ensure your landing pages are optimized for mobile devices. Another thing with your landing page, you want to make sure it loads really, really quickly, because most people have terrible attention spans. They will click off something for like 3 seconds if it doesn't load properly. So you want to make sure it's as fast as humanly possible. Next thing you want to do is utilize Google Shopping ads. You want to feed optimization. You want to regularly update your feed to reflect product changes, ensure accuracy, and optimize Google search's algorithms. Next, you want to use segmentation. You want to use custom labels in your product feed to segment products by margin, seasonability, and other relevant factors for more effective bidding strategies. Next thing you want to do is budget management and bid strategies. You want flexible budgeting, so you want to be prepared to adjust your budgets based on performance and external factors like seasonality and sale events. This is essentially just optimization. This is finding out what works and putting more of your budget into that and taking it out of things that don't work as good. That's all optimization is. Next thing, you want to experiment with bidding. You want to use different bidding strategies for different campaign goals, testing which yields the best return for different segments of your audience. So you can use manual bidding strategies, and you can use Google automatic bidding strategies, and that entirely depends on how well versed you are at Google Ads. If you are extremely well versed, I would recommend using manuals, because then you can have full control. But if you don't really know what you're doing, then you could rely on automatic, but I wouldn't rely on automatic for very long, because you do actually want to learn this yourself if you are going to run it. Or if you are just a busy ecom brand owner, you can just put it on autopilot if you wanted to, but I don't think you'd get the best results that way. Next thing you want to do is conversion tracking and analytics. You want comprehensive tracking setup. You want to put conversion tracking in every single part of your website in order to track where everyone goes and the essentially the user journey and from the start of them clicking on your ad to the end of it when they buy your product. You want to see what they click on, what they don't click on, if there's any roadblocks, any add to carts, any purchases and sign-ups. You want to use analytics for insights. Dive into Google Analytics to understand user behavior on your site, such as where users drop off in the buying process. That's like I said before, where are the roadblocks and how do you take them out in order to get more sales? Next thing you want to do is continuous optimization. You want to iterate testing. You want to continuously test every aspect of your campaign, from ad copy to targeting settings and also landing pages and stuff like that. You want to use the data to inform your decisions and improve campaign performance. So you want to do data-driven decision making. That is what Google Ads is all about. You want to adapt to trends and you want to stay abreast of industry trends and Google Ad updates to adapt your strategy as needed. And number 10 is brand building within Google Ads. You want consistency across channels and ensure your messaging is consistent across all of your channels, including social media, email marketing, and your website to strengthen brand recognition. Next, you want to do is a value proposition. So, what is this? You want to highlight what makes your brand unique in your ads, whether it's quality, sustainability, or customer service. So, this is kind of like your unique selling point for your brand. This is to build a strong brand identity. And next, you want to maximize profit, sale. You want to maximize sales and profit. Sorry about that. You want to focus on high value products. You want to analyze your product portfolio to identify which products have the highest margins and focus your ad spend on these products. You also want to focus on customer lifetime value. This considers strategies to increase the lifetime value of each customer, such as cross-selling and upselling to maximize profitability over time. So, in conclusion, running effective Google Ads for e-commerce brands specifically requires a comprehensive strategy focusing on direct response, sales maximization, and brand building. By targeting the right audience, creating compelling ad content, optimizing landing pages, and continuously refining your approach based on performance data, you can achieve a strong ROAS while also enhancing your brand's presence online. Remember, the key to success is agility, regularly testing, learning, and adapting your strategies based on real-world performance and changing market conditions. So, I hope that helped, and I hope I gave you at least a decent framework for which to work with in order to get your Google Ads up and running for your e-commerce brand. And if you do want help with your e-com brands, I do run an agency, link in the description, book a call, no strings attached. And if you don't do that, and I hope I helped you, I'll see you in the next video, I guess. All right, take care.